Week 8 morning show begins right now. The start bench show begins right now. Essentially 2 hours of nonstop start bench advice and football talk, injury news and notes for week number 8. Morning slate of games, afternoon slate of games begins right now. File on in. The fantasy football show begins right now.
Live from the FantasyFootballShow.com studios. It's the Fantasy Football Show. Live! Monday through Friday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Smitty is also live whenever news breaks.
So we've got some news to go over real quickly. Then we're going to open up super chats and then potentially phone calls. Depends on what we got going on here. There's some Olave and Shaheed buzz right now, just in general. Wide receivers in this New Orleans Saints running back room have been in some trade discussions, according to Ian Rappaport, and it looks like it's more of a Olave being kept and Shaheed potentially being sent away is the preference of the New Orleans Saints at this moment and at this juncture of the potential trade conversations. But certainly Olave could still get moved. But a long-term deal with Olave and a trading of Shaheed is the game plan, apparently, as of right now. So keep that in mind. Breece Hall is expected to play Week 8 against the Bengals. We got to keep tabs on all this stuff because warm-ups, players that are injured could suffer setbacks. Kirk Cousins is expected to start Week 8. We knew that against the Dolphins this morning. So get Kirko in your lineup if you're in desperate need. He's not a bad play. Shaheed, league sources believe Shaheed can be had for the right price, piggybacking off of what I just said about Ian Rappaport's report. So a lot of Saints wide receiver buzz this morning. DeAndre Swift expected to play Week 8. This is kind of like last week. We talked about how they're very similar. Kind of ride out the questionable tag, then throw him into the lineup. But keep in mind that Monangai is kind of there in the wings waiting. If Swift continues to get worse, if he's hitting the injury report, and it's becoming a later and later thing to find out if he's good to go. Monangai might be a preemptive great move to grab right now. Monangai is a nice rookie running back that has a lot of power, explosiveness, kind of fits the bill of what you could say a Monty is. And look, Ben Johnson is doing the best he can, and the run game has been a big part of why he's been able to mask some of the deficiencies of Caleb. And at some point, Monangai might get a shot. So preemptive pickup move, great today. Make sure you're not leaving Tootin or Monangai or Brashard Smith on waivers. Those are guys that could rise up midseason monsters. Diana Rossini reporting that Brian Thomas Jr. is potentially in the conversation of trades. That the Jaguars aren't slamming the door on potential phone calls. They're listening to potential phone calls. And, the team's likely to maybe say that this isn't true. Most teams are going to say that. So if you hear any of that, that's probably the most logical next step is we have no interest in trading. But we've heard that before. Hey, this is the New York Jets, Aaron Glenn, Breece Hall. You're our guy. We'll see how this coach speak sticks when the right offer comes along. Looks like they're looking for defensive help. We'll see if Brian Thomas gets moved. That would be almost unprecedented to be a top 5 wide receiver as a rookie, then get traded during the season of his sophomore year. But we'll see. A.J. Brown, almost unthinkable, to be honest. But anything can happen, and he seems to be in a diva mentality right now, BTJ. A.J. Brown, reports are the hope is to get A.J. Brown hamstring back for week number 10 after the Eagles' week 9 bye, which is after this week. So week 8, he doesn't play. A.J.B.'s out. And Devontae Smith's stock goes on the rise. As does Goddard, as does Saquon Barkley, who is a player I said don't draft, as Derrick Henry was don't draft, but now you're trading for both Barkley and both Derrick Henry because their values are seller dweller. You're benefiting from the person that did draft Saquon, that did draft Henry, that are panicking and selling them for pennies on the dollar. Saquon's value probably goes up after today. And I'm not saying it stays consistent, but it's going to go up tremendously. So you're going to want to buy that right now. A.J. Brown, the hope is he will miss this week, be on the bye week next week, as will Saquon and Hurts and all the boys. and then they come back off the bye. Hopefully AJB's ready to go. That's a big what if. A lot of checkpoints need to be met between now and then. So know that. Lamar Jackson, same thing here. They're hoping Lamar Jackson, who's currently out this week, already served his bye week. They hope to have him back their next contest, which would be in week number 9 because they've already served their bye week. We'll just have to play that by ear. Also, the reporting on his availability or lack thereof is going to be investigated by the league because they tried to retroactively go back and update their Friday injury report from full practice to limited. It was absolutely head scratching what the Ravens were trying to do. It's like almost one of those things where you cannot believe the amount of maybe potential wagers that took place on Friday with the expectation that this guy was going to play. Like, what's going on? Everyone's just dumbfounded by how this team's like, oh yeah, by the way, this full practice, we're going to go ahead and change that. Let's amend that. Hey, Sally. Sally. They're going to talk to Sally in reporting in bookkeeping. Can you put Lamar? I know we turned him in as a full participant. Put him as can't find him. Bolton, we don't know where he is. He didn't even show up Friday. Like, that's how it feels. And so the NFL is going to be looking into the reporting of that. Won't be surprised if there's some sort of action taken. Jacoby Myers, they only trade him out of LV if they feel like they're getting a substantial return. If they feel like they're getting a quote unquote strong value in return. I don't know who's going to go, you never know. I mean, this is probably the most likely player to get traded, even though I don't think he should be. I think the most likely wide receiver to be traded should be Chris Olave, should be potentially Garrett Wilson. Running back should be Breece Hall, should be Kenneth Walker, should be a bunch of players. Matthew Golden, expected to play week 8. I think he does have a potential long catch in this one. He's really hit and miss. He never profiled as an elite wide receiver. Yet everybody wanted to pretend because the Packers made him their number 1 wide receiver in round 1, the first time they've done it in decades. It had to mean he was a good player. But he didn't profile as a wide receiver 1. He didn't profile as a first rounder. But I do like him. He's still a good player. But Isaiah Bond was better. And people don't really realize that. J.J. McCarthy expected to start week 9. This is interesting. This is, we'll have to keep tabs on what this does to the value of JJ and all the Vikings players. But McCarthy expected to start week 9. Obviously, he played on Thursday night, so that doesn't help or hurt anybody right now, but that information is out there. Don't forget Dowdle on the higher Play 5, get 100 Underdog promo code Smitty. Just remember, if your season's ever in the crapper, you just hit this link right here. I dropped it in the live chat. I'm going to pin it in the live chat right now. Code Smitty does the same thing essentially as the link. The link inserts code Smitty for you, though. So if you want to hit the link instead, be lazy, do that. Code Smitty, $5 gets you 100 in bonus bonus funds in your account. So smash that link that I just dropped. And this higher, if you want to tail any of these, love the 48.5 rushing yards on Dowdle. Love the 59.5 Roma Dunze yards. Love the 76.5 Emeka Egbuka yards. Those are fantastic ones. If you feel a little frisky and you want to smash a little Underdog hires, go ahead and try those trio. That trio of amazingness right there. Let's hit these supers as fast as we can. Saquon or Scattaboo. I think the answer is both. I don't really know that you can sit here and say that one should even be remotely close to being on your bench with the bye weeks and everything. I mean, I don't think I sit Scat, but Saquon is a must play this week, so you're in a little bit of a dilemma. Part of me wants to say Saquon. I really think he's going to explode, but how do you sit Scat? The answer is you can't really sit Scat. Sean Tucker or Brashard or Hendy. Probably Brashard Smith right now. It's a risky proposition no matter which way you turn. PPR tight end and flex, Fannin, Ingram, Slayton, Harvey. Probably Ingram off of the big targets he's been getting lately. And let's see, need a tight end. PPR need a tight end and flex. Flex would probably be, I would say Slayton, safe. Fannin is the high risk, high reward flex play. So you kind of you could go double tight end there. Hey, Smitty, Rome or Debo? I think Rome. Rome is a very good play. PPR flex, Tet or Kamara. I think I go Kamara with Tet having, some questionable QB situation, but we'll see. Either one could have a decent day. It's possible. So I can't imagine you can't get both in him in this By-Mageddon that we got here. Jacoby Myers was dropped. Stash him for Burden. I'd rather have Myers over Burden. I think that could change with one wind gust. Choose 2: Otten, Diggs, Mooney with London out. Probably Mooney. I would say probably Mooney. And as this news comes rolling in, we got tons of news. Shedeur Sanders listed as questionable today. Drake London has been ruled out. That news just came in 1 minute ago. So, yes, you're going to probably go Mooney and then probably choose, I would suppose, Mooney and Diggs if you're feeling the wide receiver. Okay, so let me put this London news up. London is out this game. Devastating, update. This thing was kind of wild how it unfolded. It was like, oh, he's got a shoulder injury. Oh no, it's a hip injury. Penix is good to go. Now Penix isn't playing. Now it's Kirko, and now London's out. So it's like, it's gonna be a lot of Bijan today. That's for certain. A lot of Bijan will be deployed in this game. But Drake London is out week number 8. So I'll put that up on screen, and I'll even put that as the headline here just so people know. Drake London out. Put that here. Drake London out. All right, there it is. Just the shots just keep coming. Drake London hip. It was a shoulder, now it's a hip. We don't know what it is. He's been ruled out. Thank you, Lucas, for the super chat. Appreciate you. Dak or Dart? I'm gonna go Dak, but both are good plays. Choose 2. Just did that one. Thank you, Lucas. Appreciate you. Last flex from waivers, bench Andrews, Noel. Probably. Let's see. Isaiah Davis, Henry, and Ingram. Thanks, Henry. Are you sure you don't mean Hendy? The answer is Henry. All day long. All day long, bro. It's not even close. Start 1. I think that means Mims. You guys aren't spell checking anything. Mims, Franklin, Coleman. I'd go Franklin here. But it's a tough one. Kirk or Fields? Probably go Fields with no Drake London. Age 13 with a $20 hauler. Look at him.
Alert.
Look at H.
Super chat.
H says, hit me with the special here. 4 and 3, Love, Dowdle, Pacheco, wide receivers AJB, Garrett Wilson, Jacoby, QJ. Started Hawkinson and QJ 6 points. Other guys started Herbo for 31. Need a kicker. Drop Spears or nah? I mean, don't not put up a fight. Yeah, look, Spears is okay. He's okay. Yes, I'd drop Spears. I'd still put up a fight. I'd still try and win this contest, my boy. You can't sit down. You can't lay down. You got to try. London was my flex. Start Mooney, Brees, or Dowdle. Probably Dowdle if it's me, but I don't know. Chat, vote. London's out. Dowdle, Brees, or Mooney. Please vote in the chat. I need at least 10 votes on that one. Please. London, Mooney, Brees, Dowdle. Mooney, Brees, Dowdle. Please vote. Yeah, please vote on that one. I need 10 votes. A-Rod or Dart? Appreciate you. Thank you. I'm gonna go Dart. A-Rod's safer. Dart's higher risk, higher reward. So depending on what you need. With London out, Kyle Pitts gonna eat maybe, but remember Kirko's not like the biggest Kyle Pitts, distributor. London out, Franklin, Bourne, Mooney, Mims, Judy. Probably gonna go with this call. I'd probably say Mooney. I suppose it's a tough one. This one with London out, would you flex Slayton or Tez? I'd probably go Tez. Pitts with London out. Depends on your options, Nathan. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind them. Yeah. Start 2 in the flex spot. Higgins, Debo, Worthy, Pitts. Probably going to go Higgins, assuming that's T. You guys got to clarify this stuff. T and Worthy. Bench Pickens and for Tez, Pitts, Tez, or Kincaid. We're not benching Pickens. What in the heck's going on here? And Pitts, Tez, or Kincaid. I'm going to go with probably Tez. Kincaid's banged up, and we just don't really know how healthy he is. Hendy, that doesn't help me, Jeremy, because the question's not on the screen anymore. I'll look it up in a second. London out. Franklin, Bourne, Mooney, Mims, or Judy. I did that one already for Franklin's Mooney. You know what? I might have said Bourne. I'm going to say Mooney now. If I didn't say that, I might have said that though. Let's see. Cameron, flex options, full PPR. Ao, Hendy, Burden. Pick one. Have Mahomes, King Henry, Judy, Rice, Worthy, Taylor starting, AJB out, Travis Hunter on a bye. Okay, well, thanks for clarifying those things, but flex option, Ao, Hendy, Burden. Let's go Ao. Ao Manor with Ridley out is a really, really solid play. Tazkeys, appreciate you. 12-man, I offer my QJ Chuba Benson for his Chase Brown London. He accepted. I'm sure he did because of the London thing, but it's still a good move. Running backs are Gibbs. Yeah, I still Smitty approved the trade, but that does suck. You don't have London. I mean, damn it. Question 1, flex play, rank them, please. Mooney, Booty, Mims, Ingram, Noel. I'd probably say Mooney, then probably Booty. Maybe Booty though. I might like Booty over Mooney. Mooney, we're gonna all want to start Mooney, right? But I don't know. I guess Mooney for safety, Booty for high risk, high reward. Question 2, start Kirko, Mariota, Huntley. Probably Kirko. Debo. Start Franklin or Mason. I'm going to probably go. I guess I would go Mason Taylor, honestly, because I think he's like the only option for Fields. I just make sure he's a go right before kickoff. Trade Achane for Javonte and Gadsden. No, not enough. I want more for Achane. My tight ends are Hawkinson. I like Otten right now. With all the wide receiver decimation going on. Have Bijan, Judkins, Ladd, Wilson, Debo, Pitts. Yeah, I definitely love. I love Achane. I'm not okay. Is it worth dropping Benson or Hendy for Luther Burden so I have someone to start at wide receiver 3? Is it worth dropping Benson or Hendy? You don't drop Hendy. No, I'm not dropping. I'm not condoning any Hendy dropping at all. I won't. This week, next week, week after, doesn't matter. Not changing. Smitty, is it time to drop Hendy? Was it time to drop Travis Hunter last week? No, it wasn't. And look at the people that did it. Drop Benson for Burden? Sure. Drop Burden for Benson? Sure. It's very close. I don't think you're not dropping Hendy for Burden. I do like Burden, but Benson could be better, and Burden could do nothing or do pretty well. It's hard to say. I would say if you need that option this week, Burden's not bad. So drop Benson, sure. I mean, you could pick him back up probably. JCM or Brashard Smith. Probably JCM for safety. Brashard Smith, high upside, high risk. Start 2, Dobbs, Pitts, Stevenson, and Schultz. Probably Dobbs and Pitts for me. It's National Tight End Day, so maybe Pitts will do something. Rome or Debo. Rome. Without his quarterback, Debo's not a lock. London out, Mims, Stevenson, my own guy, or Harvey. Probably, I guess I would go with Stevenson, but I don't like it. I don't like it. Smitty, who to start? Kirko, Stroud, or Rattler? I'm going to go Kirko, I guess. Needed to pick up two QB, Huntley, Kirk, or Mariota? None. Kirko, I suppose. God, he's not the best play, but he's okay. Flex, Mason Taylor, Davis, Brashard, or Spears. Probably Taylor, given that he's going to be the only option Fields has, really. Traded Achane at Doomsday for Puka. Derrick Henry feels good. Feels good. I don't know that it does feel good or bad. I think it's pretty even. I mean, Achane and Puka. I probably lean toward Puka. I love a Doomsday is what I'm trying to say. But I'd rather have Puka, maybe Achane Puka even, but I'd probably rather have Puka by a slight hair, and then Henry over a Doomsday by a slight hair. So yeah, it's a slight, lean, little lean to the left. Jennings, Marks, Tez, pick 2. Probably gonna go with Marks and Tez. Also, Njoku active, so play Njoku, Fannin, or Mason Taylor. Mason Taylor is safest, but I'd probably go Fannin still. I think Fannin, you treat him like a wide receiver. Need to Diggs, Shakir, Mooney. Probably Mooney and Diggs for me, which means Shakir's going to go crazy. So trick the simulation and at the last second throw Shakir in. I don't know. I'd say Diggs and Mooney, but I mean, damn, bro, that's a real close one. Real close one, pal. Judy, Booty. I'd probably go Booty. Juice, I'd probably go Booty. When in doubt, choose the Booty. MCF, appreciate your $20 holler, my boy. $20 holler.
Super.
Get down. Get to the chopper, MCF. Do it live. PPR keeper, Dak Brees for Genty Love. We got Ziggy dropping 10 gifted memberships. Thank you, Human Ziggy. My boy. Thank Human Ziggy if you get one. Dak Brees for Genty Love. Guess give me Genty Love. I want Genty, but I know I have to drop J-Mo for a wide receiver. I don't want to drop J-Mo because London is out. Would you be playing? I'm not dropping J-Mo. I figure out a way. I just can't imagine that's your worst player. Mooney, Franklin, Mims, AO, Pierce. I don't know, bro. I mean, how do you drop J-Mo? How do you drop J-Mo? I don't think he should just be cut. But anyway, regardless, that's a whole side note. I take the Genty side of this thing. And then my player I want this week is AO. AO! Playing Henry, Justice Hill, or Hendy for the running back 2. Playing Henry. Okay. Justice Hill or Hendy for the running back 2. I mean, you could hedge on this one if you wanted. They're going to run a lot. I'd probably still say Hendy, but it's safe to go, I guess, Justice Hill. But the upside's limited. But it's, I guess, a safe hedge. Just got here Cousins or Fields with no London. Probably Fields with the rushing upside, but man, it's a tough call. They're both not very good. Rice Stevenson for Barkley. Rice over Barkley by a country mile, bro. And I love the Barkley buy low, but you're not buying low. You're buying him as a top 5 overall player. What's wrong, J-Dubs? What are you doing? Like I said, buy low, not buy top 5. You're buying higher than his draft day value. You're buying higher than his draft day value. Jeez. Pick 2, Mariota or Fields. Pick 2, Mariota or Fields for flex and Leggett. No, I'll probably go Noel and I'd probably go Fields. But tough call. Tough call. Trust your gut. Tez, Shaheed, or Golden. I'm probably going to go Tez, but anything can happen. Tez or Mooney. I'm probably going to go Mooney for safety. Tez for high risk, high reward, depending on what your matchup looks like. Are you down 30 points because of Thursday night? Flex Chase Brown, Monangai, Tez Johnson. Probably go Chase Brown, but close. Close. Schultz or Kincaid. I'm probably going to go. I mean, it's a risk going Kincaid. Schultz is maybe the only show in town, though. He's probably safest. Kincaid, high risk, high reward. Is what it is, my broski. Fields or Dart? I mean, I don't know. Probably Dart. But trust your gut because it's a crapshoot. Start Fannin or Kincaid. Probably Fannin if it's me, just because of the risk factor that I don't like. Start Kincaid or Fannin, yeah. Same question back to back, 2 different. There you go, Fannin. But I don't know, tough to say. J-Dub says I messed up on the. Let me see, J-Dubs. Hold on 1 second. J-Dub says Rice Stevenson for Barkley. And then Nico Chase Brown for HN. Nico Chase Brown for HN. Nico Chase Brown for HN. That one's okay. I could get behind that one if you did it, but I don't know. I still feel... I think I'm okay with that one if you wanted to do that. That helped you out a lot. I guess I'd slightly lean HN. Slightly. Kelsey, Fannin, Hendy, pick 2. Probably say Kelsey, Fannin, Hendy, pick 2. I know that guy, whoever asked me that question and messed up, it was Hendy Henry. I'm going to get back to your question in a minute. You got to put it in, even in the second super chat. You got to put the whole question in each super chat. I can't piece them together when I'm going through this. 0.5 PPR. Kelsey and Fannin. Hendy pick 2. Probably Kelsey and Fannin is probably your safest play. Tough call though, bro. Pitts or Dalton Schultz. Again, this is one we've been asked like 3 times already. I'd probably say Dalton Schultz is safe. He's only show in town. I'd probably go Pitts though, personally. I know. I mean, Pitts is the only show in town. Mooney. Kirko doesn't seem to love Pitts though. We already know that, but this is different. You know, there's limited resources around. Booty or Tez. I would probably say I'd probably say Booty by a hair. By a hair, bro. And then Butter or Pierce, you mean you were talking about? I'd probably go Booty. Booty. If those are 2 different leagues, you could go Booty in the second question and then hedge it with the other one, which isn't a bad idea. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Fannin or Schultz? I'd go Fannin by a hair. Very, very close call, though. Very close call. And then the drop Myers for Burden. I'd rather have... I guess I'd rather have Myers on the off chance that he gets traded. All right, let's see what this other question was. What was it earlier? It was the Henry one. Was it this one from Jeremy? Jeremy, I think you meant Hendy here. So, yeah, you didn't mean Henry. You meant Hendy. So with this question, Jeremy, you still here? I think... I think for the flex this week, I'd probably go Ingram safest. The targets are there for him. They've been there for him. He's probably the safest play. Thanks for waiting on that. JD5. Trade, give Diggs, Kittle, Pickens, K9, get Jacobs, AJ, B, Hunter, and trade. Okay, so let's do one at a time. Trade, give Diggs, Kittle, Pickens, K9, get Jacobs, AJ, B, Hunter. Probably say Jacobs, AJB, Hunter, but it's kind of close because I love Pickens, but I'd probably take that side. And then Hunter after trade, wide receiver Chase, AJB, Pittman, Hunter, Dobbs, running back Jacobs, Dowdle, Genty. Okay, yeah, I probably would take that trade. It's a close one though, bro. Very close one. Harvey or JCM. I mean, JCM's safer, but how much I don't know. So you could swing for upside, but. Tez Johnson or Mooney. Probably Mooney by a hair, but very, very close, my guy. Super close. Super almost indifferent. Don't trust Caleb Williams. Should I pick up Flacco? Yeah, Flacco's a good play this week. You know, when all else fails, remember that Flacco has T. Higgins and Jamar Chase and Chase Brown. I mean, it's pretty good. It's more weapons than he's ever seen in his life. And so I'm starting him in 1 week, and I'm not that bent out of shape over it. It's pretty decent. It's a pretty decent day. Mims, Fannin, I mean, toss-up, probably Fannin, but Mims could have a day at any moment, but he's inconsistent. BTJ, look nice in Big Blue. BTJ would look good in New England. He would look fantastic in Buffalo. He looked fantastic in a few locations. Woody Marks or Terry McLaurin. I'd probably go Terry McLaurin for safety, although coming back from injury for the first time without his QB. I guess Woody. I guess Woody. I did 3 chats. You didn't answer the second one, says JD5. Love or Kirko. I'd probably go Love. My boy. Do it live. JD5, I didn't answer the second one. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, bro? Needed you to pick 2 QBs. Kirko. I said that one. Oh, second QB. I thought you meant QB2. Okay. I guess I'd go Mariota. I don't know, bro. That question's awful. It's hard to say. I mean, you're talking about just which way do you think the wind's going to shift? Chat, vote on Mariota or what was it? I don't know. Chat, vote on that one. Need a tight end, Taylor, Jawan, or Muth. You guys, if you're gonna ask, hey, you missed something on another super, just ask the question again, too, because like even if I get it wrong, trying to go find the puzzle pieces and get it wrong again, then you're like, damn it, I got a super. Like, just ask me in the second super chat. Say, hey, you can tell me, hey, you missed it. The question was, but like, why would you not ask it again? Hey, Smitty, go research the thing, and it's like then it's like a waste of time, and then I might miss it again. Need a tight end, Taylor or Jawan or Muth? Probably Taylor. Although Muth ain't bad. Muth ain't bad. PPR flex, Tyler Algier or Booty. I'd probably go Bourne. Sorry, not Booty. Bourne. Isn't Algier out? Did they end up saying he's gonna play? Even if he does, he's injured, you know, so like how much is he gonna get work? Man, Nick Mangold passed away. Doug Martin passed away. Like, it's just been crazy. All these players passing away. I don't know. Algier officially active, it looks like. Yeah, Algier's active. I'm not starting Algier active, but barely active. You know what I mean? So give me Bourne season. I mean, he's not a lock, but start one with Bijan, Algier, Hendy, Woody, Manungai. I'm probably gonna go Woody. Rico, do it live. Ricky Turbo, do it live. Would you rather Debo, Tyler Warren, and Ramondre, or Waddle, Gadsden, James Cook? Waddle, Gadsden, James Cook. Yeah. That one's pretty easy. Start Marks or JCM. Probably. I think I've gone back and forth on this one today. I think right now I'm feeling Marks. I might have said JCM earlier. Went out with the lady last night. Drank crazy. Got back 6 a.m. Still made sure I was locked in for your live stream. Thank you, pal. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mac, Fields, or Kirko. I'd probably go Mac. I don't know. That's such a tough one, bro. That one's not easy. Krosky, Merritt, or Hubbard. I'd probably go. I guess Hubbard there. I don't know. Chat. Krosky, Merritt, or Hubbard. Vote on that one. I guess JCM. I don't know. Fannin or Ingram. Ingram's a good play. A lot of targets have been headed his direction lately. Alec Pierce or Noel. I'd go Noel. And then Nita, Boom, Marks, Harvey, Manungai, Mims. Noel, go Marks if you need a Boom. I'm fine with that. Hey, Smitty, 14-team Dynasty, full PPR, Mahomes, Henry, Judkins, Hendy, Richard Smith, Rice, A.J. Brown, Worthy. Okay. Should I trade AJB in a second and a third for Zay Flowers in Dynasty? I probably would say, oh man, Zay Flowers is such a tough player to trade for or away in Dynasty or redraft. I'd probably say give me Flowers over AJ Brown. I think AJ Brown's gonna struggle with knee injuries and all that. I don't know. Chat, vote AJ Brown or Zay Flowers in Dynasty. Can you just vote on that one? Can I get 10 votes on that one, please? 10. Someone's dropped Jerry Jeudy. Is he? We don't know what he is. I'd say pick him up, but depends on what you're dropping, Ryan. So I can't really answer that vague question. I would say in general I want him, but I don't know that I'd find room either. Nick Mangold, yeah, Mangold. I mean, Doug Martin. It's crazy. What's the vote saying? Zay. Yeah, that's what I think. I mean, look, anything can happen with AJ Brown next year. Jose says my super chat. Jose, I've been answering him. Were you not here for it? I'll go back and look. But I mean, did you not hear me answer your super chat? Jose, I'm looking. Jose. I did this one, Jose. Tez, Shaheed, or Golden. It's Shaheed and Tez are close. They're super close. I'd probably go Tez, but it's with the wind blow. The wind could blow one way. It's a really close call. Vote, chat, Tez or Shaheed. Tez or Shaheed. Hey, Smitty, 14 team. Dynasty, full PPR. Mahomes, Henry, Judkins, Hendy, Brashard Smith. Should I trade AJB second for Zay? I already did that one, and I like Zay. The chat likes Zay. The chat voted Zay. Do it live. Drop Dobbs for Mooney in my flex. I think, I'd probably rather have Dobbs by a hair still, but it's so close. That's a crapshoot, bro. Total crapshoot. I think it's easy to like the Mooney call right now because London's out, but like Dobbs is still, there's a lot of players out on Wicks, all the players out on Green Bay side of the fence too. I kind of like Dobbs a little bit more. Happy for our pick 2, week 8, Diggs, Worthy, Dobbs. On that note, probably Worthy and Dobbs here. I like Diggs though. Diggs or Dobbs? Can we get at least 10 votes? Diggs or Dobbs? Dobbs or Diggs? Please cast your vote. Do it live. Got Debo as a wide receiver 2. Start Terry or go Mooney as wide receiver. Probably Mooney by a hair until we see McLaurin back. Fields or Flacco? Probably Flacco. Weapons are glorious, bro. Flex 1, Brees, Mooney, Fields. Yeah, probably Brees still. Probably Brees. And then this one here with London out, would you start Mooney over Debo, Worthy, or Woody? I probably wouldn't start anybody over Worthy. And have Josh Allen. Should I drop Dart to pick up Hunter? Hunter back up? Yeah, I mean, yeah, if Hunter's there, you can't leave Hunter out there. Absolutely. $20 hauler from Michael. Where's Michael, man? Michael.
Alert. Super chat.
Michael back at it. Superflex, pick 2, Fields, Cousins, Mariota, Mac Jones. Tough call. I think I like what Mac's been producing. We don't know what Mariota is going to produce. We don't know what Kirko is going to look like. Fields runs a lot. Doesn't have his weapons. I'd say logic tells us that the Dolphins matchup so good. We go Cousins, and then it's between Fields and Mac. Mac's got more weapons, but I'd probably go Mac. My logic says Mac and Cousins. Fields has been disappointing, and I just don't know that I want to trust him right now. Thoughts on Harvey seeing more work today against the Cowboys defense? Maybe. I hope so, BBQ. We've had a lot of Harvey questions that Harvey hasn't been necessarily the answer to all of them. He's been the answer to some of them. Hopefully you have that answer if he goes nuts, but I'm kind of hoping that given that a lot of the Harvey questions have been 50-50 Harvey, like we picked Harvey, we haven't picked Harvey, that's a trigger point for him to go crazy. Fannin or Otten. I'm going to go Otten with all the injuries to the wide receiver room in Tampa. Flex, Downs, Mims, Monungai, Schultz, or Slayton. Probably, I would say, if Slayton is a full go, probably Slayton. But, man, that's a crapshoot. Downs, I like Downs, too. If he's like, you can just check the injuries right before kickoff. But Schultz isn't bad either. They're all really close. I'd say Slayton by a hair. Minding my own business says Judkins or Mooney in the flex. What do you think I'm going to say, bro? What are we doing, Minded? Why would you even consider sitting Judkins for Mooney? I mean, I'm not saying Mooney can't outscore him, but like Judkins is a must start. That's not even, how is that even your flex? Wouldn't this be a question between a wide receiver and something? Like Judkins is a lock, bro. Dobbs or Mooney? Dobbs for me, but Mooney's a good play. Mooney and Dobbs are literally 50-50. Chat, can we get a please 10 votes on Dobbs, Mooney, Mooney, Dobbs. Mooney, Dobbs, Dobbs, Mooney. Do it live. Drop your vote. Dobbs, Mooney. Need 10 votes. Need it live. What is in the water? Judkins or Chase Brown? I'm not saying Chase doesn't have a good day today. Chase Brown could do really well, but what in the hell are we doing? Silent, did you sit Judkins during his hat trick last week? What on earth would make you even consider sitting Judkins right now off a hat trick unless you sat him last week and you're looking for justification? You're looking for, tell me I'm right last week. Start Dart, Flacco, or Cousins. Flacco's safest with the weapons. He just is. But I like Dart. I have more injuries on the bench spots. Starting 3 tight ends in It's glorious. To the moon. Thank you, BBQ. The whole, look, London, it's been crazy, bro. It's been so insane. Defense, 49ers, Chicago. Denver defense. This is a tough question. That's a real tough one. Let's put this schedule right here. Hold on a second. That's a great question, bro. I don't know, man. I mean, the Niners. It's interesting. They've been playing. The defenses have been playing very, very well. Houston. No Nico. It makes some sense. And I like Chicago. They carry Caleb. Caleb's been so inefficient. But that's a tough one too. Baltimore, I think, will run, but without, I don't know. And then Denver is very intriguing as well. Denver is the only home team, right, against Dallas. I'm going to go with the Niners, I suppose. The Bears and the Niners are pretty close. The Bears defense is playing well, and they're carrying Caleb. I'd probably say the Niners D by a hair, and then I would go Bears D slightly behind them. If chat wants to vote on Bears, Niners, Bears, I'd love to know. They're both good plays. Algier, Jalen Noel. Noel, I mean, you got Algier playing injured. This is just a thank you. Always solid advice. Thank you, Taps. Appreciate you dropping the freaking selfless, altruistic super chat, young man. Young man. Doing it live. Appreciate you. Limited options on the bye week and injuries. Need 2 flex out of Fannin and Njoku, Hendy, Rashard Smith. I think I go Fannin and Rashard Smith, but very close. I hope Hendy goes crazy, but I just don't know. Thank you, my boy, for dropping the super chat. Look at all these gifted memberships here. Who's dropping 20? Is BBQ dropping 20 gifted memberships? BBQ.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Human Ziggy dropped them earlier, too.
You've just been Smitty approved.
Thank you both for dropping those gifted memberships. The gifted memberships were from Ziggy and BBQ dropping a combined 30 together. Just pushing the bunk beds together. More room for activities. Just getting it done. Getting what needs to be done between Human Ziggy and BBQ. Start Love or Dak. I'm going to go Dak Prescott. Sit one, White, Judkins, or Scat. Why are we talking about sitting? What is going on? Rashad White is the sit here. Why are we talking about sitting Judkins? Why is it even in people's conversation? Downs or Jaden Higgins this week? Probably Jaden Higgins by a hair. I like Downs a little bit, though. Chat, vote on that one. Downs or Higgins, please. I'd love to get a group think on that one. Higgins or Downs? Downs or Higgins, please. Thanks again for the gifted memberships. And Andre says, how about 10? How about 10?
You've just been
Human Ziggy 10, Andre 10, that's 20. You got BBQ 20. We're pushing the bunk beds together like crazy. We got quad beds. PPR running back Harvey, Monungai, Rashard Smith? Are you saying Rashard Smith? What are we doing here, Michael? Your time to shine in. I think you did. Rashid? Shaheed? What are we talking about? Rashard? Is that Rashard? If it's Rashard, I'm going to go Rashard Smith. Flex Jennings, Schultz, or Mason. Probably Mason, given he's the only show in town for Fields. And then start one, Fannin, Ingram, Jonu, and Juwan Johnson. I almost forgot Juwan Johnson was there. Let's go Ingram with the matchup and the targets lately. Need one wide receiver. Booty, Mims, Franklin, Baker. Javon Baker? Am I just like totally spacing Baker? Like what? My brain is mush. But what Baker are we talking about? Is this a different? You said need one wide receiver, and then you just got Baker. This is Baker Dak question just thrown in there. It's real sly. Okay, I see Dak. Dak. If it's a super flex question, then it's Dak. But if it's the wide receivers, then a separate question, I would say Dak and Booty. Booty and Dak. Dak likes the booty. Chase Brown or Mooney? Probably Chase Brown, but man, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Start one: Spears, Pierce, Jennings, Jaden Higgins. I guess Spears, bro. Those are bad. I'm just telling you, when I'm shaking my head and going, just know I'm forcing it. Like, trust your gut over my forcing of the question. Need one wide receiver: Booty, Mims, Franklin. Oh, I already did that one. Thank you, pal. Thank you, buddy, boy. Wandell, Dobbs, or Jalen Warren, or Kamara. I'd probably say Jalen Warren for safety, Kamara for high risk, high reward, and then you're probably going to go, I guess, Dobbs for safety and Wandell for high risk, high reward. Really close call, bro. Very close call. Dart or Jones, boom or bust analysis, please. Dobbs or Downs. Dobbs feels safer. Dart, Jones. I'd probably go with Daniel Jones, who's just been producing, bro. Whereas Dart, I like a lot, but there's, a lack of weapons that makes him suspect and high upside, though, each week. I mean, it's a lot, bro. Man, I can't believe London. Just a bunch of BS, bro. Tez or Shaheed? Probably Tez, but that's close, bro. Knicks or Dak? I mean, man, both are good plays. Tattooed, I don't know. Chat, vote on that one. Knicks or Dak? I don't think I said Dak is the answer, but damn, bro. Damn, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, how do you sit Dak? And Knicks is a top 6 quarterback right now. But so is Dak. I mean, Dak's been playing great all year, and I just think Dak can ball. Are you selling Coleman yet? Am I selling Coleman? No one's buying Coleman, Charles. No one's buying. Am I selling Coleman? No one's buying him. The question should be, are you dropping Coleman? How was the pizza? The pizza was great. The pizza was great. I think I took one for the team, and we had a lot of people. I'd say 95% of people were excited about that call. And then you had these 5% of people, they chime in later. The reason why, Smitty, you have the policy, because, like, no one cares, bro. No one cares about the efficiency of the pizza producing. It's not meant to be it is meant to be a serving mechanism for the people. The Costco, if anybody missed it, Costco pizza now is a policy, at least in Arizona, where you have to order 5 pizzas over the phone, or you can't order pizza over the phone. I mean, maybe you could order online would be helpful. I would do that. But they basically don't want to produce pizza one-off. But that's why the food court's there, to provide a cheap alternative for these subscribing customers that are paying a fee to be a part of Costco yearly. It's a subscription. And everyone talking about how they're losing money. They make how many billions of dollars per year? And people are talking about Costco's losing their ass on the pizza. Yeah, it's part of an accessory. It's an accessory for the membership. Kruger, how much money does Costco earn per year? We got a Costco ad.
Smitty. So Costco pulled in about 269.9 billion in net sales for 2025.
So how much money do you think the pizza operation's been hurting them?
Honestly, Smitty, the pizza side is probably just a tiny slice intended of the whole Costco pie. Even if their food court margins aren't as amazing as their bulk sales, it's probably just a drop in the bucket compared to those multi-billion-dollar earnings. So it's not likely hurting them in any serious way.
It's drawing people in. It's part of why you get the part of why I'd say 80% of why I have the membership at Costco is for the pizza. True statement. It's a lure. You take it away, I don't even want to go anymore. Should I hold Ingram for Tyler Warren's bye week? In general, yes, but that's a loaded question. 0.5 Hendy or Brashard Smith. I'm gonna go Brashard Smith, but that's a close one. Start 2 for today: Flowers, Waddle, or Mooney. I'm going Waddle or Flowers. Tough call though. Murph with a $20 hauler. Murph, appreciate you, my guy. Appreciate you.
Alert.
Appreciate you.
Super chat alert.
Happy sent, but I love people trying to defend it. They're like, Smitty, the reason they got to do this is because the policy, the cost of the pizza, they're just losing themselves on the, like they could up it to $12.99 if they needed to in order to allow me to order a one pizza. You got to order 5 pizzas over the, not 2, 5 over the phone, or you can't order them. And then I asked them, well, if I'm to come in, how long is the wait? 45 minutes to an hour and a half. So basically, no one can ever get a single pizza ever again. And the guy's like, I agree, it sucks. Over the phone. I did practically 30-minute show on it. Happy Sunday, Smitty. 3 quick flex picks needed for 3 different teams. Booty, Fannin, Brashard, Harvey, Hendy. Let's go. I would go Booty here. But trust your gut. Booty, Brashard, it's all really close. Woody, Bill, Hendy. I'm going to say Woody for me. Woody, Hendy's, and Bill are very close. Some would say Bill. I would say Woody. And Jennings, Brashard. I'm going to go Brashard. And also 1 running back, Brashard, Harvey, Hendy. Brashard. You could hedge that Brashard one a little bit if you wanted to, like with question the final one. You could throw Harvey in there if you wanted to hedge your bets a little bit there. 0.5 start 2, JCM and Unguy, Brashard Smith, Slayton. I'd probably go Brashard Smith and JCM, but bro, that's so close. That is so close. Costco ain't Domino's. Yeah, Costco is way better than Domino's. It's not even close. Costco is one of the best pizzas around. They're fantastic. Wandell or Mooney? Wandell. No. That's toss up. Wandell or Mooney, please vote. Wandell or Mooney, please vote. Kittle, Worthy, or Mooney. I'd probably go Worthy. Although Kittle on tight end day, it's just that nothing burger last week was brutal. Tight end day, go Kittle. I don't know if I trust Shanahan though on tight end day because he's making them block. Their offensive line's in shambles, so they're making them block. But I'd probably say Kittle. Tight end, Taylor, Kittle, Andrews, Juwan. Probably here too. I'd go Kittle. I know it's a question mark because of last week's goose egg, but yeah, that's a tough one. Zach said, did I miss Smitty answer the question to the super chat? I mean, Zach, I don't think anyone's going to remember your question. But, Zach, let's see. With London out, I mean, yeah, I answered this question. You want me to answer it again for you, Zach? Here you go, pal. With London out, would you start Mooney over Debo, Worthy over Woody in the flex? I would go... I assume these are 2 different questions. I'm going to answer them separately. Start Mooney over Debo. I'd probably start Mooney with Debo not having his QB. And Worthy over or Woody. Mooney over Debo, Worthy. Oh, I guess this is all one. I'd probably go Worthy here if I could choose Worthy over Mooney. I like Mooney over Debo. I go Worthy over both of them. And if I had Josh Allen, should I drop? Yeah, I answered this question, Zach. I would say you gotta get Hunter. You can't leave Hunter out there. I hate dropping a backup QB though. I mean, you probably... Okay. Fannin or Pitts. I'd probably go Pitts by a hair, given there's no London. I'm going Sean Tucker. Last year went wild versus New Orleans. It's not a bad call. Bringing back the historical matchup for sure, but it depends if you're in dire straits. Denver, San Francisco, Buffalo, Chicago, Baltimore, Green Bay. We said San Francisco was probably the best play, but we didn't have Green Bay in the mix of this question. I'd probably still say San Francisco by a hair, but Green Bay's not bad. That's a kind of a crafty play this week in that scenario. But I'd probably say San Francisco. Their defense has been playing great. Drop JCM or Harvey Brashard Smith. Drop JCM or Harvey Brashard Smith. I'm not dropping Harvey, bro. I guess of this, you're probably dropping JCM or Smith. Chat, drop JCM or Smith. Which one? Brashard Smith or JCM? You got to drop one. Which one are you dropping? Please vote. At least 10 votes. 0.5, Slayton or Golden. I'm going to go with the gut call Golden. Just long touchdown reception, potentially. But, I mean, God, he's been such a disappointment as predicted. He's just been such a disaster. 0.5, need a flex, Brashard, Hendy, AO, Coleman, and Joku. I'll probably go AO with no Ridley. Costco pizza equals Darren Waller. You're probably the same person that says you can't get good clothes at Costco. Dude, Costco pizza's bomb. And I know what good pizza is. Lou Molinari's. Arizona has some of the best pizza. You can say, oh, Arizona does. Arizona's got some of the highest voted pizza by Portnoy, by national, ratings. Pizza Bianco. You got Lou Molinari's, which is in Chicago and Arizona. You got some of the best pizza in Arizona, believe it or not. People don't know that. A lot of people run their mouth that think that they know that there's no pizza in Arizona. Pizza has been great. I know good pizza, but Costco pizza is still freaking amazing. Spot on with BTJ, his body language and play. All business decision. Get me out of this place. Not willing to sell out for trash law. The hospital, man. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. PPR, Taylor, Kittle, Andrews, Kittle. I mean, it sucks that he had a goose egg last week, but it is National Tight End Day, and he is the president. My lineup, Lamar, Dart, Pinheiro, Stash. Who do I stay or trade with wide receiver, running back? I'd probably say with this squad, St. Brown, Ibuka, Rice, keeping Pickens. If I can start all four, I love that. And the running backs, you still got Genty, and I don't know. I guess I would trade one of the running backs to go get like James Cook. If you could trade Pickens for James Cook and give up just something like JCM to get that done, I'd do that. I think trading for ETN and Tootin's pretty smart on the low. Pickens could also maybe get you something along the lines of running backs. Let's see. Pickens and Javonte, maybe not. Henry, I think Henry's the best buy low in fantasy. So, but that would have to be Pickens getting you that swap. But I like that team, and if you were to go after JJ too, I love the idea of going after JJ using some of that, Pickens and a running back of sorts. Maybe not Genty. Pierce, Noel, Slayton, Leggett, I'd probably go Noel. But I don't love it. Round Table Pizza over Costco Pizza. I don't know what Round Table Pizza is, bro. Thank you again, BBQ, for this one. Thank you again for this one, Bobby. Appreciate you. And, yeah, JCM and that wide receiver like Pickens for one player. Henry should get it done. Barkley or Henry. And then this one here from my boy, Jaime. Jaime, thank you, pal. Jaime says, a lot of Chicago's retired to Arizona, so you get our pizza. Yep, that's why Arizona. We have Canadians and Chicago residents here in Arizona. Probably the most volume of transplants are from Chicago and Canada. So we have amazing pizza because of that. The deep dish, do it live. Do you also get Chicago style hot dogs or Italian beefs? I think so, but I'm not a huge. I used to eat a lot of hot dogs as a kid, but I don't really anymore. After I found out how they make them, I just stay away from them. I want like a steak hot dog. Nobody makes like a steak hot dog. Make it out of steak. Trade Monangai for Pacheco. Give me Pacheco. But, I mean, one swift injury in Monangai is the call, you know. Harvey, breakout. Let's hope, bro. Chicago deep dish. Do it live. Round table. Yeah, I don't know. I've never had it, so. Portillo's in Arizona. There's also Pizza Bianco. Arizona's got some of the best pizza spots in the nation. Okay, careful, Rare, with your comment. It's not a nice thing to say. All beef Franks, they're not all beef. All beef Franks are not all beef. I hope you know that. Okay, Flacco or Mariota Flacco? Philly steak. I'm not into Philly cheesesteaks, to be honest, bro. All right. We're getting closer to kickoff here. We're going to be here another 15, 20 minutes or so. We got 700 people on YouTube. Appreciate you all. Starting Justin Fields. Dice roll, says Edward. Good luck with that one. I don't mind it. It's certainly a doable thing depending on your situation, but I mean Fields is a total risk without the weapons. Pick one flex play. Debo, Diggs, Otten on tight end day. I like Otten a lot. I'd probably say Diggs is the safe play. Otten is the high risk, high reward play. Curtis with a $20 hauler says, "Celebrate me, Smitty."
Alert. Super chat alert.
Thank you, Curtis. Appreciate you. Keep the slander to a minimum if you want to hang around here and stay around. Yeah, like what? Like you don't like Dave Portnoy, fine, but don't say slanderous things to a population of people if you want to hang around this community, because we don't tolerate that. Woody or Jennings or Leggett. Probably go Woody. This $20 hauler. London out. Have to play wide receiver off waivers. Slayton, Franklin. Probably Slayton. Chat, Slayton or Franklin? Franklin or Slayton? I like Franklin, but he hasn't been getting targets, so I don't know. I like him, though. He's like a touchdown threat. And the rapport, I mean, Nix and Franklin played together in college. You know, there's a lot of Franklin votes, though, because a lot of Franklin owners that are desperate and they want him to go nuts today. So, Chad's voting Franklin, though. But again, a lot of that is people hoping he does something. I guess I would say Franklin. I'm going to lean with the chat, Franklin. I mean, I like Nix right now. Slayton plays at 12, risk missing on Franklin, or a sure thing on Slayton. That's true. If you're missing, I don't know. I guess you go. I go Franklin. And the matchup's glorious, bro. Matchup's glorious. Hold on, I gotta turn alarm off. All right, let's hit these super chats that are flowing in here. Harvey or JCM in the flex. I'd probably see Cheesy Crust is the best. Nice. JCM safer. Harvey's high risk, high reward. There's no real way to answer that question. Just got to go with what you need based on your matchup. Are you down 30? You need a big swing. Start one running back, one flex. Scat, Brees, Chase Brown, Dowdle, Debo. I'll probably go Scat and Brees Hall for safety, but Scat and Dowdle for high risk, high reward. And Chase Brown. Guys, can we pick two of these guys? Scat, Brees, Chase Brown, Dowdle. I'm going to go Scat and Dowdle but that's me. Honestly, it's so close. I'm indifferent. If your gut's screaming something, don't go with what I'm saying over your gut. Drake May or Indiana Jones. I'm not sitting Drake May. I like Indy, though. Never seen more injuries than this season. Never. This is the most injury-plagued season ever. I love when people judge everybody right now, on anything. It's like there's so many injuries, man. The Falcons, Texans, 49ers. The Falcons are pretty nice against the Miami Dolphins, but I would say the Niners are probably the safest call here. Kelsey or Otten. I'm going to go Otten. I'm going to go Otten because, bro, we got no wide receivers, and Otten steps up when there's no wide receivers for... I mean, you got Buka, but I think Otten's going to step up on tight end day. Kelsey could too, though. Chat, can we vote Kelsey or Otten, please? Kelsey or Otten. And what is the chat saying? Scat, Brees, Kittle, Scat, Chase, Scat, Brees. Man, no Dowdle. I'd go Dowdle, Scat. There you go. This is TM. TM and I are on the same page. Scat Brown. That question is, the chat is leaning Scat and Chase Brown. I was leaning Scat and Dowdle, but he is sharing work. You could go either way. I love Chase Brown. I'm not telling you to sit Chase Brown. It does seem like the chat is saying Scat and Chase Brown. I would go Scat, Chase Brown, or Scat, Dowdle. I think since the chat's leaning Scat, Chase Brown, I'm okay with shifting it over. And Kelsey, Otten, we got an Otten vote by quite a bit. Travis says Marks or Dowdle. I mean, anything can happen, but I'm going to lean toward Dowdle. I really still like Dowdle a lot. He looks really, really good. Happy week 8, Smitty. You're the best. Thank you, TM42. Thanks for your hard work. Thank you. Appreciate you. Mahmoud, appreciate your super chat, young man. Morning, Smitty. Bye week hell. My gut says Mason Taylor over Juwan Jennings. I agree. Both banged up. Mac Jones only sees CMC, but I hate my Jets. Thoughts? I'd probably say Mason Taylor. He's the only show in town for Justin. Start Loveland or Mason Taylor. I go Mason Taylor. Loveland's been banged up. I don't even know. Is Loveland even... Like, I know Komet's out, so he's probably playing, but I mean, how healthy? Is he going to decoy at all? Like, what's that look like? I think Loveland could come around and start showing signs of life. Is that this week? Maybe. Dowdle or over Marks? I think so. Dowdle over 49 rushing yards. Yeah, that's what I got right on screen, bro. Dowdle's one of the locks of the week. It's a fantastic one right there. 48.5. It's unbelievable. Smash it. Do it like. Do it live. Do it live like. Y'all like the 49ers +3? I think so, Anthony. They have such an easy schedule, man. Not even Huntley. This is the Bolt. Let's see here. Bill Pollard. Probably Pollard, I guess. As long as he's good to go. Let's see if there's any more news that's come out. We definitely got some more news rolling in. Aaron Rodgers will make history today. Let's see here. Lamar Jackson resting today to avoid a setback, but expected to be ready for Thursday night, so that's good. Patriots are aggressively pursuing pass rushers for the trade deadline. I think receivers too. Cowboys made trade calls for superstar Max Crosby. Don't know that we have any other really news that's been flowing in that we haven't already covered on the channel here. Just stuff like Aaron Rodgers, Lamar Jackson, trade rumors, a lot of trade rumors. Patriots aggressively pursuing the pass rusher. Max Crosby does not want to be traded. More Lamar Jackson news. And Njoku's hungry to eat today. He's on the field with his shirt off like usual, so he's ready to go. What else we got? I don't think there's much else going on right now news-wise other than the Nick Mangold passing away due to complications with kidney disease. That's just a shame. So many young players, like Doug Martin passing away was crazy in such a weird way too. Allied or Harvey? Who the hell is Allied? Who the hell is I'm gonna go Harvey. I don't know who this Allied character is, but I don't trust him. BBQ, thank you for the super chat. Just picked up a guy who makes pizza at Costco to start in my flex. I think he'll do pretty well. They're stingy. He won't give up much. So defense, he's gonna be great. Injury riddled season and bye week hell. It's crazy, bro. That Costco thing makes no sense though. But I have so many people in the comments of videos going, Smitty, let me tell you the reason why Costco's got the policies in place for the strict profit loss of that pizzas doesn't make sense for them. So they only do in bulk and they don't want to be in the one pizza business. I don't care what Costco wants to be in. The pizza is a lure. It's a lure to bring them in. There's my boy Racing Boy. I didn't know if you took yesterday the wrong way. No hard feelings for my super chat last night. I was just busy at work. That's why I didn't respond. But no, I understand. Yeah, me yelling at the top. I just wasn't sure if you took me yelling at the topic. I just get so tired of these people that act like they got sources. That according to my source, and they make an educated guess, and they're really hoping it works out so they can look like. I mean, it's a logical take that you're going to hear the Jaguars shoot down the trade rumors because 80% of the time the team shoots it down. So it's like, talk to 3 people. You haven't talked to Shiat, bro. Not you, Racing Boy. So anyway, I'm glad to hear from you, Racing Boy. I want to make sure you didn't think I was mad at you. Xavier Legette or Njoku for the flex. Probably, I would say Njoku safer, Legette higher risk, higher reward. There's no real way to fully break that one down, my boy. It's just dead even with that kind of lean. You want risk, you want safety. Start Debo or Mooney. I go Mooney without his quarterback. Debo's hard to predict. Mayfield or Love? Probably Mayfield. I do love how people think Mayfield's like cooked now because he had one bad game. Mayfield's been in the mother-freaking MVP talks. You know what I'm saying? T-Mac or Pittman? Pittman? Worthy or Goddard for the flex? Worthy, but Goddard's safer. Goddard's safer for a touchdown. A granny underhand touchdown throw by Hurts today. But, I mean, pick your poison there. Probably go Worthy for high upside, Goddard for safety. Debo or Wandell? Same question. Debo is higher risk, higher upside. Wandell safer. Algier or Harvey? Allied was Algier. I'd probably say, given that Algier's been banged up, I'm going to start Harvey and take that. I mean, look, you're taking a gamble either way. So might as well take a gamble on a player that scored a touchdown last week and Harvey, and then maybe he has a big day against a bad defense. You know what I'm saying? How many people we got in here? 700 on YouTube and a good 100 or 200 on Twitter. If you're on X, get on over to the YouTube channel, subscribe. Don't be hanging out over there on X. We don't go live on X every time. Matt, start Cousins or Fields. I'm going to go probably Kirko for safety, Fields for high risk, high reward because of the rushing, but it is very high risk. Booty or Taysom Hill. I feel like Taysom Hill's going to score today. Pick your poison, bro. Taysom's high risk, high reward. Booty seems safer. And I do like Booty this week. Woody or Mooney. Probably Mooney's a tad safer, but love both, really. This one here from Burnt Toast. Burnt, appreciate you. Fannin or Pitts? I'd probably go Pitts. Again, I missed your answer. Thank you for reposting it if you did. I'd go Pitts. It's close, bro. You didn't even remember you asked it. That's how close it is. Diggs or Marks. I'd probably go Diggs for safety, Marks for high risk, high reward, my boy. Pick 2, flex, Franklin, Fannin, Bourne, Shepard, Clayton. Slayton? No one's spell checking nothing today. I just leaving me for the dogs. I just got to figure it out. Leaving me the manual in a different language. Build it. Franklin and Bourne, I guess, bro. I don't even know. That's a tough one. My sources say that Bijan will cook. That's what my sources say too. Otten or Mooney? I'm going to say Otten. No, Mooney safety, Otten high risk, high reward on tight end day. I'd say if you need a big swing, Otten. If you want to go safe, go Mooney. Racing Boy says Casey, Washington, Bond or Malik Washington, Dynasty Flex. Casey, Washington. What are we doing there? Bond or Malik Washington? I'm going to probably say Bond. I like Bond. Dynasty Flex. But this week, I don't know who the hell is Casey. What are we talking about there? I don't think I'm gonna go with Malik Washington. Actually, maybe I will. Malik Washington. You guys like Malik Washington or Bond? Now, this is a dynasty flex question? Is this like you say dynasty? Is it a trade question, like a long-term question, or are we talking about? Like, what are we doing? I'd say if it's long-term, I do like Bond. Dowdle or Dobbs in the flex. I kind of like Dowdle. I still like Dowdle, bro. I think Dowdle is a good play and definitely intriguing to go trade for. Mooney versus Miami or Debo versus KC. Probably Mooney. I'd probably say Mooney. Debo's tough to sit though. Guys, Debo or Mooney? Can I get a vote on that one? Debo or Mooney? Mooney or Debo, please. Calvin Austin or Shepard? Probably Shepard by a hair. I don't really like that question, I'll be honest. That question does not feel meatloaf worthy at all. DJ Moore or Mooney? I guess Mooney. Love or Fields? I guess Love. Very, very suspect. Oh, you're talking about Casey yeah, I don't know that I'm... Casey Washington? I don't know, bro. That's some deep stuff. That's some deep stuff, my boy. I mean, I don't know. Let me... What's he even... Casey Washington. What has he even caught? Did he even have a target last week? I guess he had 2. Caught 1 ball for 17 yards last week. 2 targets, 0 receptions. Bye week. 1 reception, 3 receptions. I don't know, bro. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't think we're starting Casey Washington. I don't think that's smart. But watch him go nuts now. He's going to have a touchdown and 100 yards. Start Casey Washington now. Just because I said don't. I mean, that's the way it works. You know that, right? Casey Washington's nothing. Now he's going to go crazy. Everybody get him in their lineup. Otten or Kincaid? I go Otten with the injury to Kincaid. Mooney, Franklin, or DJ Moore. I'm probably going Mooney for safety. Pittman or Adunze to replace London. No way I'm sitting Adunze, bro. I love Adunze. Adunze's a fantastic play. Racing Boy, I just said Dynasty to be like, hey, these are my options. Okay. I guess I would go... I mean, Malik feels like a very... He's a tough call. And it's not like he's getting much work either, but 8 targets last week for Malik Washington. I know it didn't result in a lot of production, and he's never scored a touchdown this year. But I do feel like this Week 8 matchup against the Falcons is going to be them playing for behind. So I kind of lean toward Malik. No way I'm personally not going to trust Casey Washington. Barely remembered he was even in the league, to be honest with you. But that could mean he goes crazy. You know, like me making a hardline stance, that's gonna definitely be a difference maker. You know, me saying that I barely remember he's in the league means he's gonna catch at least 3 more passes from that comment. Debo or Woody in the flex, I'm gonna go. I guess here I lean Debo. I gotta think they still want to get him the ball. I like Woody a lot though. Woody's pretty solid, but I think with this one I'm gonna go ahead and say Debo. Bijan might score 50 points today. I think so too. I think Debo's gonna go absolutely ballistic. He's gonna go crazy, man. Gonna go nuclear. Debo's not messing around. Debo's gonna look like 3-eye Atlas out there, just around in the sun, just coming in at 400,000 miles per hour. He's gonna look like BBQ dropping $50 wads over here.
Give me $50 holla.
Look at this guy. Appreciate what you do for the community, Smitty. Good luck to all you today. Thank you, pal. We are out of here. I'll see you all for the wrap-up show. You know your boy goes live after the afternoon games to wrap up the morning and afternoon show. We go live right before the Sunday game. And then after the Sunday game, we go live and do the waiver wire show. Don't forget, we're over on the Patreon, literally talking through the entire game. You know, some people don't even watch the games. Like, they're at work. It's not their fault. But they're at work, and they literally pull up the mother freaking Patreon. And in the game day lounge, it's play-by-play. Like, everyone's like, did you see that? Did you see that? Oh, he got called back. Oh, but he still got a touchdown. Bijan scored. And it's just an unbelievable experience. So hit that link. Appreciate you. T-Sizzle dropping the final super chat. Booty or Mooney. I think Mooney's safer. Booty's higher risk, higher rewards. You got to swing for the fences with Booty, who could get you that 4 points or 2 touchdowns and 60 yards. Or go with the Mooney experience, which is probably going to be about 5-6 receptions, maybe 70 yards. Be a pretty decent day. So I'd probably say that. I'll be back. Get to the chopper. Good luck, everybody. Get down. Back for the wrap-up show. We'll do it live. Do it live. Get down. The cuff board. What is that? All right. See you all later. Appreciate you. Deuce. Yeah. Rice gets a touchdown. Angels coming in to drop $100 super chat if Rice scores today. House call Hendy's always in the prayers. See you all for the wrap-up show. Appreciate all of you. Thank you, BBQ, for dropping that 50 at the end there, my good friend. And then we also had we had some $20 haulers come in here. We had Michael with a $20 hauler. We had Curtis Broom, Murph, Michael O, MCF, H13. My boy Racing Boy was in the house. Appreciate every one of you. I love my mods. Mods to the moon. Get your pair of gunners. That's right, Raul. Get your gunners. Shoddy dropping a $1.99 selfless super chat on the way out the door. Thank you, Shoddy. Appreciate you. See you all after the games. Dose. James trying to slip a final super chat just in the back door there. PPR, Taylor, Kittle, and Joku Andrews. Probably Kittle, baby. Kittle on tight end day. Do it live. See you all after. Deuce.